Welcome to DNA-TVISION. This is my story.
Hey, what's up, sis?
Nothing much.
Hey, so we were talking earlier, and you said at 7 years old, what had happened to you? What had happened to you at 7?
It wasn't 7, it was actually 9.
9?
Yeah, when I was 9 years old, I was
At home?
at home on Hagel.
Mm-hmm.
I was raped by a family friend. I was molested by a family member. And I was also molested by a church member. And I never shared any of this with my mother until I was an adult.
And how she took it?
She was in shock. And she was wondering why I hadn't mentioned anything earlier. And probably because, you don't want to, what you would feel like troubling the waters. There's going to be the police. There's going to be a detective, an investigation. I wasn't thinking of these things at the time, but, down the line I did. I thought about it.
At 9, was it just more like you were afraid to tell it, or you just...
Afraid,
you really don't know? Yeah.
Shocked. My sister wasn't supposed to have company over. It was a factor of things. It was a taboo thing. You just didn't speak about sex in the early 70s with your parents. They didn't. Mm-hmm. They weren't open like things are now. And
so what effects you think that had on you?
Oh gosh. Well, I didn't have any identity. I didn't know who I was. Mm-hmm. I was very possessive and controlling, and just there was a scramble here. There was nothing. I thought bad about every man. I thought they were all nothings. Mm-hmm. I hated them. I wanted to kill them all. And
did the church member, did that happen at church?
It did, in a broom closet. Just
wow.
Brushed against me.
Okay, and did that change your outlook on, how old were you when that happened?
About 8.
Okay, you were still young.
Yeah, so. I was between the ages of 8 and 10 were very traumatic as mm-hmm. far as being raped and molested by people that I knew.
And trusted. Well,
and
just knew.
Not really trusted, but knew.
Yeah.
I never really trusted people. My mama always said I was standoffish, and because my sister and my brother would meet people and talk with them, and I was always real leery about people.
And you said that was part of a reason why you went to drugs also.
Well, I would say it factored in, because when something traumatic happens to you like that, you have to have some sort of counseling, some sort of therapy, some sort of spiritual healing.
We didn't even hear the word therapy.
Some kind. Okay, come on. You have to have something that's going to counteract these things that have come as a result of this, traumatic thing. Mm-hmm. So I want to say that drugs was a way I escaped, and, it was terrible to be on drugs. You hated yourself. You was hopeless. People disrespected you. You were always broke, and you think, oh, I don't want nobody in my business, but everybody in your everybody mm-hmm. know you're a crackhead except for the one that's running around, being that. Mm-hmm. You I guess you don't want to really admit it to yourself, because then you would have to look deep into, why am I doing this? This is not helping me. How do I change? And when I came to that point, it was a spiritual awakening. I didn't think I would ever be able to get off drugs. Yeah. But I did.
And to the sisters that's probably in that situation that you're going through, what you would like to tell them?
Well, hey, if it's a child that's being touched, watch your children. Just because they have family members and people around them that you love and trust, that doesn't mean that person doesn't have some deep, dark secrets. Like they not trying to get a hold to your kid as soon as your back is turned, because it happens. Mm-hmm. Touching here, touching there, a slip of this, a slip of that,
playing, come sit on my lap.
All that.
Yeah, yeah.
Touch this, do that, you know, and the whole while they're being nice to you, so you think it's not really nothing wrong with it until you old enough to realize there's something wrong with this. You know, I hate that my virginity was stolen from me. I probably would have been a virgin for a long time, you know, had it not been introduced to me the way it was. You know, I think that took me off on the wild side too. And then my mother was so strict on us, you know. Once you let your dog out after he been locked up for days, he's gonna be buck wild.
Yeah.
You know, so.
It is what it, man. It's a beautiful thing that you have overcame that and you still fighting. You're a warrior.
Yeah.
Big sis, we love you for telling this. It took a lot of heart, took a lot of bravery to do it. And we love you to death for sharing that, man. Putting your heart and soul and putting it out there for people to hear. And hopefully it'll change their lives. And we appreciate you stopping by, man.
Yeah, I hope it's so too. Thank you.
We will. Hope you stop by, man. Keep coming back and kicking it with us.
All right.